da da! Me podcast, you listen.
I can't hear anything when you put music in there.
You can't hear this music?
I can hear it like it's through something from you into your microphone, I think. That's all I can hear.
No, you can hear it. You just have...
No.
You're recording from far, far away. But did you hear this? It sounds like Star Wars music. It sounds like Star Wars is the name of the title.
If it is, yeah, we definitely... Oh, yeah, I was going to say, if it is copyrighted music, we definitely can't do that.
Can you hear that?
Just play the Mandalorian theme.
No. So this guy has it on YouTube. This guy has it on YouTube. All right, Me Podcast, You listen. This guy has it on YouTube.
Hello, folks. At Me Podcast, You Listen on Twitter.
Can I hear
At Me
myself?
Podcast, You Listen on
All right.
Instagram.
We're hopefully recording.
Facebook.
We're recording
Me
this
Podcast, You
as
Listen.
well on a video. That's why there's 3 screens. Has to record on the Me Podcast, You Listen, and hopefully this turns out to be okay. We only get 40 minutes for free, so we'll do this in 30 minutes. So I wanted to show you guys something real quick. So just to hear.
There is a picture of Coach JC, angry smiley.
I gotta show.
Oh no, he's gonna show us
my coolness.
He's gonna show us his rod,
and you're only gonna see it if you tune in to the video version.
Yes, his lance, his rod, his saber.
Battery's dead,
and it won't light up.
No.
It is impotent, folks. The lightsaber is impotent.
It was son of a bitch. It was gonna be cool.
Unplanned. Technical difficulties here on Me Podcast. You listen.
So I gotta show you. Hold on, let me put my headset back on so I can hear you.
In theory, we can see it.
Show.
There's the hilt.
See that? Is that what it's called? The hilt?
Yeah, it's called the hilt.
So I chose that one. Has a little thing at the bottom. The little bone.
Looks like looks kind of like a Sith one, I would say, but it's not though. You're not red, right?
It was green. You know what? This is how you get ripped off.
Disneyland. Lost your crystal.
Disneyland. Disneyland. See, I got a shirt and then this
crystalless.
No, there's a crystal in there. The battery's dead. And I got to read the instructions. How to get the battery off.
Unscrew your rod.
Yeah, it's unscrewed. Place
16D batteries in the hilt for a lifespan of 2 hours.
Damn it. Don't chew on that. The puppy's back, by the way. I got the puppy.
Ooh. Thought you were going to put her in the kennel.
I know. I thought so too. I forgot. So you're gonna have
too
to deal
late
with
now.
This. You got to
now she's gonna chew your hilt, and you'll have a $300+ broken lightsaber with a chewed up hilt.
So we have to
like a dog bone.
We have to do this. We have to do this while the puppy's in that room. So, anyways, so Me Podcast,
more shenanigans.
More shenanigans. So Me Podcast, you listen. My lightsaber does not work.
Your lightsaber is impotent.
Sounds very
infertile lightsaber.
Yeah, that sounds bad. So, did you watch Mandalorian?
I did. This will be a fresh episode for people that just got the huge reveal.
So,
I guess we should put a spoiler warning on it for people who got. I guess apparently people got spoiled early yesterday. And we're all pissed off at
people were told ahead of time about the Mandalorian?
About who saved Grogu. Yeah. That was a big reveal on this past week's episode.
So I'm not gonna lie. During that part I looked at my phone because I was getting bored with the whole
Cried.
No. It was stupid. It was like the show is dragging on, and if there's any more flashbacks and flash forwards, I'm getting freaking annoyed. What I think I liked the best about it was the ending. What are you doing? Is your microphone? So
yeah. It's too low.
I think that the part where he was fighting with paintball guns, that was the beginning
Yeah, at the beginning.
when he just sets him up
You like?
to brawl. That was kind of funny, but he cheated. I don't understand why he cheated. Each one was to shoot one, correct? He was supposed to shoot one at a time.
No, they said it. You could shoot him in any order at any amount. They said that right before the fight.
He shot all three. Why didn't the kid just shoot him 3 times then?
That was the thing. Like the kid probably thought he underestimated him.
He just shot him once, and then they reset.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Yeah, the kid
he
was
does
just
like
shooting him.
he does like a backflip, ninja flip, backflip, backflip, back, and back, and then he shoots him 3 times. And I'm what?
Why does the enhancement talent let themselves get beat up by the stars in wrestling? They're there to put the star over.
Plus,
he was there to put Grogu over. That's why he didn't shoot him 3 times.
You know what wait, hold on.
Hey, you're gonna get your damn lightsaber chewed up. That'll be the next episode. Coach JC crying $300,000.
She took my pin off. She took that little pin off. See it?
The pin off what?
It's my at the end they give you, where's my camera? They give you this little pin.
Oh.
And then you stick it. They don't give you the back. So what you have to do is they push it on you and then they smack it in real hard. And you become a Jedi. I'm just lying. She must have ate the back. It'll come out in her poop. So I
that was worth $100 until the dog chewed it.
She took it off the back of the bag. The carrying case they gave you. It looks like a pool stick. That's what it looks like. Look at this.
Let's pick up the dog and let's see the dog.
This looks like a pool hall, like I'm getting ready to go to a pool game and
dog already chewed the coin off of that thing?
It was stuck on there with a button. You want to see the puppy? Do you want to see the puppy? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see her. Who's causing all this?
She's gone.
Destruct. As soon as she heard that, fuck, I want to be on camera.
Give me a puppy. All right. Here it is.
Oh, how could we be mad? How could we be mad at that little sucker? Look at her.
It's a Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Oh, you're destroying my mic. Good puppy. Yeah, see? She got it. I got it. That's the back of it.
All right,
Spit
you got
her
it
out of her. Now she's all thinking we're friends. We're
you
not friends now. Go back.
You did the Heimlich on her.
The dog is huge now. She's 40 pounds.
Ew, already. How much did she weigh when she came out like the 101 Dalmatians? How old were they at the time?
She was 8 weeks. So she's about 20 pounds. She's gained 20 pounds.
Now she's doubled in size.
She's huge.
Like Coach JC's lightsaber when it has a battery in it.
It's a children's show.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
No one listens except Ramrock and Executioner. So anyways,
give us hey, there's 22 views on our last couple of ones.
Well, we might get more. We might get more with this video. So back to Grogu.
Or less.
Grogu he played paintball, and I thought he was going to wrestle him. I was going for the wrestling, but he played paintball with him, and then he's
too small to wrestle a large child.
That's what the kids say.
Yeah.
He's too tiny. And sorry, this puppy looks like she's eating with the puppy.
The keyword is kennel.
So I should put it on the board, like it says kennel. K. Kennel.
I wish we had a fourth,
like a Sesame Street. K. Kennel.
K is for kennel. What you do when you put a 16-week-old puppy who will just eat everything and have you on the edge of your seat throughout the entire episode?
Yeah. So far, I don't know how much we've been recording this. Okay.
kennel cam, and we show the dog running around in the fourth square.
All right, here we go. Back to my review of Mandalorian. I'm already bored with this show, so this is my third episode. We went back to the whole bathing. They're now becoming jet. What are they called? Mandalorians. They're wearing their helmets again. I get it. I thought it was funny. I asked the question, and then they referenced it in the show about how they're going to eat. Problem with the eating is every time they take off their helmet, they're groomed. Like their hair's cut, and they look not sweaty. And I'm thinking they got to make it more realistic. If you were to wear a helmet all day, you'd be sweaty. When she takes her helmet off to eat, she looks just like everyday Joe. Like her hair's nice and cut and everything is good. And whatever they're eating.
Because this is a fantasy universe and nobody wants to see a ragged-looking Katie Sackhoff.
Sweaty person. So anyways.
We don't want to see Katie Sackhoff as a sweated up, dirtied up
is that her name?
bum when she takes her helmet. That's her real name. Bo-Katan Kryze is her real name in the show. But that's a real name, the actress's name.
Oh. So anyways. Here go back to Grogu fighting. So he fights, he shoots him 3 times, kind of crappy. They're telling the kid. And then the part that bothers me is the kid then all of a sudden gets snatched up by a dragon, which is pretty much the whole entire episode. He just now we're in prehistoric lands. He just and he runs and the dragon snatches him. And then they all chase him down. And then they're like, "Ooh, we ran out of gas." And they're like, "Usually we do. And we can't get to him." And I'm thinking, that's it? That was all the effort you put into it? You're like, dang it. He ran further than we did. So bye, kid. And then to come to find out, he's somebody's kid. At the end, the guy's like, "It's my son." And that's the guy that says, "We can't get him. Dang, we ran out of gas." And I'm thinking,
here's a little tie-in for you because you've done many shows with Jill Kimmel, right?
It's Jill's nephew.
Nephew, right? Yeah. So that's Jill Kimmel, not the other.
It's Jimmy Kimmel's son.
Nephew.
Jimmy.
They say his.
Jimmy.
Yeah, they say it's his nephew.
Jimmy Kimmel's nephew.
Yeah.
So it's his brother's kid.
It's their other brother's kid.
Yeah.
I don't know them.
She did post that when he showed up in the second episode. But anyways, he gets snatched. The guy who's supposed to be his dad is like, we ran out of gas. That's that's Jon Favreau, right? Who plays the Paz Vizsla. Yeah, but he doesn't seem upset. He doesn't seem too upset about it. It's his kid. He got snatched by a dragon. Then you
could tell it was maybe a little body language.
No, he didn't look upset at all. He didn't look upset. No, he didn't look perturbed. He was like, dang it. Oops. It's oops. I guess we should tie these kids down so we don't get them snatched up by dragons. I mean, that's the thing.
I only have 1 day a year. I can remove the helmet below the waist in order to have to procreate. And now he's snatched by a dragon.
Some dragon just eating babies out here, and we're not trying to stop it. I mean,
not the only one, because they showed that little helmet. There had been more that were snatched and fed to those
I was getting
baby
to that
dragons.
Part. So then they snatch the dragon. I mean, the dragon snatches the kid, takes him. They're like, "Hey, I know where he's gonna go." Yeah, the lady, what's her name, follows him, and she's like, "I saw it. We're going to go back. But before we do, let's have a nice campfire and hang out and eat." And I'm thinking, okay, how long do you think he's going to hold on to his kid? It's not like he's torturing him or something. Pretty much, if a dragon snatches you, you're going to get eaten. That's the way it goes, right? So
one would think until they explained it, so it's kind of explained. I mean, I guess
I don't have time.
It would help to watch
these explanations.
I know it would help to watch one of those recap episodes, Emergency Awesome, Heavy Spoilers, or Screen Crush. I'm not gonna.
So then I'm
not gonna promote the last one since they.
So I'm representing the majority of people who don't watch all these spoilers and stuff. That we just watch it because we have Disney Plus. and we like to watch the Aristocats and 101 Dalmatians every once in a while and see Pinocchio. And so I'm like, all right, so the dragons, so they go and finally get to the big eagle's nest, which is kind of a hacky too, like the dragon's in a nest, like it's a bird. And so they get up there.
I'm just laughing to myself as I'm picturing like, I'll watch you the video, but I'm not the one with a lightsaber that I paid hundreds of dollars for it to see it Star Wars.
You know what? And I'm gonna turn. I'm putting the batteries in it. Oh, you're searching for a freaking spoiler alert from nerds.gov. What? So
they know a lot more stuff than I do, so it helps when I watch the video. It just makes it more entertaining.
They have a whole team. There's a whole bunch of them in there, and they're all eating Oreo cookies and red vines, and they're like, let's get in there and dig down deep so we can tell all our friends exactly what's behind Mandalorian. So give me the episode. So then all of a sudden they get in the eagle's nest. They get up there, and you see the little helmet. So I'm like, okay, so they're eating these kids, right?
Yes.
Hold on. I'm trying to check for puppy. It's really quiet all of a sudden. So they're eating these kids.
The dishes. Looking for the dishes again.
Oh, shit. Forgot about that. So
cat food.
so they're eating. So they're eating. So they're eating these kids, except the helmets. They're eating everything. And so you're like, all right. So they're eating these children. So that's it. Kid's dead. They're done. So then all of a sudden he's like, that's my kid. And he goes in there and there's these featherless babies that are in there, and they're squawking. And then mom shows back up, and then he's gonna hide himself. He's gonna hide himself in bushes because that's gonna keep him from seeing her. And then all of a sudden, the bird dragon thing regurgitates the kid, and the kid comes out of his mouth completely clean, no slobber, nothing. He's been living in this dragon's mouth for 24 hours at least. Comes out and he's like, help me. And then they all they all start running around shooting at him. And I'm thinking.
That was brought up by, I believe the Screen Crush was the only one who was upset on the no slime on there.
Nothing.
On the kid.
And the kid's why, like he's been up all night. You think he'd be a little tired? No, he's like, hey.
Well, I will correct you on this because before he jumped into the bushes and made a commotion, he was starting like, hey, that's my son. And he was all, maybe not when you wanted him to a little earlier in the episode.
That's when you realize that you should have been a little more emotional when he dragged him off with you and you ran out of gas in your little jetpacks. And you're like, okay, you ran out. And
they only have, apparently to our Star Wars exports, they only have enough fuel in those packs for like short range.
And that's why they couldn't catch him. And the other part that bothered me is why did they have to use their little grappling hooks like a Batman episode to climb the rocks when you all have rocket packs?
Because aren't you paying attention to the episode? They were saying we can't do that because it'll alert the dragon. So they
obviously the dragon wasn't in there. It was just the birdies.
Well, of course, but they didn't know that. So they were hoping not to disturb the dragon itself.
Needs to fly really far away and then scope it in from a distance and then give them the thumbs up to use their dragon packs so we don't have to waste 3 minutes of them doing the Spider-Man episode where all I thought about
was... Then we wouldn't have had all the camaraderie of them climbing together and
were they on the
camping together and all the other stuff they were doing while the kid was being digested temporarily.
Yeah, they should have sang songs like, we are Mandalorians. We like to go after birds and dragons. So that would have been good. So anyways.
This is the way. This is the way.
If I hear that one more time, everything's the way. This podcast is the way.
This is me podcast. This is the me podcast.
Me podcast. This is the way. So as I'm watching this go on, I'm thinking to myself, all right. So they get this kid. They're shooting at him. Everything's good. Of course, Mando and his girlfriend have to be the ones that actually save the child so they can be part of the tribe and hang out and be group. Everybody's going to appreciate them now even more. And then...
Well, and I mean, in their defense, but, as you described, like, Bo-Katan is probably the most badass out of every single one of that tribe now that she's added to it, because if you're watching the Clone Wars series and all that stuff, she's actually has the most battle experience out of all of them. So, and then Mando obviously is one of the best assassins we're to understand in the galaxy at this point. So, I mean, it's not too far-fetched to believe that they probably would be the most competent out of all those guys and girls, whoever's trying to save him.
All right. Very good point, I guess. All right, here we go. So then
Go back.
They save the child. They take him back in the rocket ship. They get out. Everybody's excited. They're like, by the way, we just stuffed like 8 tons of dragons inside the ship, and we brought them all back for you. And they behaved themselves the whole flight back. And all we had to do was bait them with a piece of steak. And then we just like, no, bad. And then this one, they're like, yeah. And they came out. And I'm thinking to myself is, there's no way those guys all fit in the ship, for one. And two, okay, tell me if I'm wrong. Do they have like a little storage bin for, they shrink them down and they put them in little containers and then they blow them back up?
Maybe they had them in hammerlocks or full Nelsons.
Then why didn't they take them out like that? Why didn't they just bring them out? So
because somebody inevitably on line would complain. Why did they have to have them in full Nelsons when they brought them out there and abusing them?
PETA.
Why couldn't they just bait them with a little piece of meat to get them out?
Yeah, they're babies. I mean, when the dragon died and got eaten, I felt sad. I felt that. I felt more sad. I felt more sad for that part than the kid getting snatched by the dragon. Because I knew he was going to come back. I knew he was going to come back. You know he's going to come back. He just got into the show. He's not just going to disappear all of a sudden just because the dragon grabbed him.
But yeah, especially because his last name is Kimmel.
Never going to get this advertised on Jimmy Kimmel Live if you get the kid gone.
Yeah. Did you think of it? Let me ask you this, because I did. Did you think of the baby dragons as soon as that thing was eaten by the whatever water creature?
Right away. I was like, oh, poor babies. Yeah. It's a good thing they brought them back.
Because they were going to die of starvation. Yeah.
Yeah, so they brought them back for everybody to pet.
Like, it's like, I didn't watch the show even. Probably one of the few people that haven't on this earth. But I immediately thought Game of Thrones. What are they going to train all 3 and they'll have their own personal dragon army then?
Or that movie, the movie with the How to Train a Dragon. Because that's where we're going with this. How to Train a Dragon. The kid's going to be
How to Ride a Dragon.
The kid's going to be the new Toothless, and he's going to be riding him. Have you ever seen How to Train a Dragon?
No.
Okay, for all those who've seen How to Train a Dragon, the dragon's called Toothless, and then the kid rides him, teaches him how to be a good friend. The dragon's cute, and everybody likes dragons now. Everybody wants one. Everybody's going to want a dragon. So anyways, so after that part, I'm like, there's no way they fit on the ship. This is all bullshit. And so it totally ruined it for me. Now
we completely skipped over probably the most popular part of the episode.
Here's the part of the episode that's even better. During the time, Grogu wants to go become a warrior. She's like, you're too little. Let's make you some armor. And I thought she was going to make him a little Mandalorian helmet. Now, that would have been funny if she put a little Mandalorian helmet on him. And then she's like, you know what? You need to be a Mandalorian.
He could never take it off, so you'd lose part of the whole charm
show.
Of the show.
It'd be boring.
Yeah.
So his ears would stick out. It would look kind of funny. So I'm watching that part, and I'm like, okay. So she makes him a little armor, but she doesn't make him an armor. She just makes him a little belt buckle to wear on his chest. And then he has to act excited. Does it not look like a cowboy belt buckle? It's exactly what it looked like. It was like a little shield on his chest.
Yeah.
And then
He's probably going to get blasted at some point in his stomach or his chest or something. And
he's going to get shot. This is a bulletproof vest. And he does the little ee.
Well, it is, because he's got the Beskar chainmail underneath that big shield now. So he's probably going to get blasted at some point.
Yeah. So I watched.
He has to.
So when I saw that part, I was like, I guess that's cool. He's getting a little armor. He looked excited, but I can't get over how he looks totally fake, animatronic, horrible. You don't think they could do a better job? Like even his little shuffle across the sand, just is like, it's like Gumby. It's like watching Gumby episodes. It's like he just shimmies across.
My name is not Gum. It's Gumby, damn it.
This is Dogs.
Remember that Eddie Murphy skit on Saturday Night Live? My name is not Gum. It's Gumby, damn it. I just want to see the dog just jump off screen and just drop kick you.
All I hear is.
How do you like to record your little podcast now, Dad?
You know, it's funny. Earlier when we were trying to get this all shit together, she was sleeping. And as soon as we said action, she got up and started running all over the place.
The dog. That's her. What's her dog's name?
Hey, this is confidential. I don't need anybody calling her, going to my house, yelling her name.
But do you want somebody to steal her name? Is that why?
It's named Sadie.
Sadie?
Sadie.
Come here, Sadie. Come on, Sadie. Just keep saying it. Come on, Sadie. Come on, Sadie.
Oh, here she comes.
Well, she knows her name.
She does. She's actually a really smart dog. Right now, she's vacuuming. It's amazing. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she comes. Hi, Sadie. Oh my God, your puppy's back. Oh, what were you doing? What are you doing downstairs?
Look at the. She's a what? Little chocolate lab there?
Yep.
Yeah.
She is. There you go. Just like that. Say something. Oh, don't lick it.
Oh, it's all slobbery in. She was trying to see if it was tasty.
She licked it. God, you know how much this cost? So.
A lot less
So,
now.
if I try to sell this, I'm going to tune into the episode and be like, no, your dog licked it. I saw it.
Sadie licked it.
So, anyways, I give the Mandalorian so far a big thumbs down because I'm getting sick of it. And I don't really see any type of interest in this. I'm getting lost. I don't know if the reviews of this are showing any type of like people are losing interest in this show, but I'm losing interest.
There was a lot of negative backlash on Pershing taking up a lot of good portion of the last episode. But how could you not love the reveal? I mean, obviously, this is by the time we get this released out, at least it'll be a couple days, if not more, when this was revealed. But Ahmed Best was revealed to be the Jedi that saved Grogu under his previous, and he portrayed Kellerin Beck, if I'm saying that correct. And he was previously a Padawan trainer in a training video that they released a long time ago. And they actually put him into show canon here where he actually saves Grogu, takes him off. And apparently he gets on a Naboosh Star Cruiser, which some people were rumoring could be maybe the Star Cruiser of Jar Jar Binks, the most polarizing Star Wars character of all time. And he got a little bit of redemption there. Some love for Ahmed Best, who portrays the Jedi that saves Grogu now, instead of the most hated Jedi ally, Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks.
So that was a feel good moment. It didn't do anything for you. You probably didn't even know who that was, right?
No, I know who Jar Jar Binks is. I don't know who was saving him. I didn't know who saved him.
I didn't know who saved him either until I seen Ahmed Best, because I didn't recognize him at first. So when I seen Ahmed Best in the credits, I was like, holy crap, that's, I can't believe that was him. So that was actually pretty cool.
This is the best show ever.
Oh, so I went back to watch it, obviously, again, the scene. So yeah, he apparently he had a lot of hate, especially when stuff got on, the dawn of the internet and stuff. People can just be bastards, and just harassing him online, contemplated suicide. I mean, it's not his fault. He didn't create Jar Jar. He was just doing his job portraying him. One would think, though, if this was 100% true, that if one of the original plans would have made Jar Jar Binks the mule, so to speak, the Yang to Yoda's Yang, and made him kind of like the buffoon who was playing the part of the buffoon, and then at the end tricks them, and then he is in the role of Count Dooku, that would have been just the greatest twist in Star Wars history, to have Jar Jar be this sinister Sith Lord, and unfortunately, if that was even a plan from the start, Lucas pulled the plug on it after getting all the hate from Jar Jar from the first movie, who was essentially a kid's character. I mean, it wasn't for you or me of this age or our age when that came out, which still would have been adults. So I don't know. It's kind of stupid. Bullying, harassing people. Life is too short as it is. Don't do that, folks. Don't be classless bums.
And now
if you don't like something, you don't don't tune in.
Now
There's
I got
no reason.
I got to put that star,
stuff.
that thing that says now you know. Remember you said that's the
Be a star, folks.
PA
Be a
announcer,
star.
the public service announcement by MC. Now you know.
Station identification.
Please don't bully. Please.
This station identification from Pierre Eval after that.
As we learn.
Angry.
Why don't you go put on that? Go put it on real quick and come back. You know, it's funny. Bullying's been around, MC, since the Different Strokes movies and Family Ties, and it's not unusual. It's just now that bullying's easier accessible, and you can get online, and after you watch me podcast, you listen, you can feel better, and you go out and you help an old lady across the street.
But you know what I mean? Like, come on, like you're gonna jump online, you're gonna find somebody's Twitter or email for their movie and stuff. Like, oh, I hate you.
But that's the world you're in.
The stupidest character in Star Wars. I hate you. Like, leave the guy alone, for Pete's sake. I mean, like, leave the guy alone. He's doing his job. He was paid to do Jar Jar. Leave the actor alone, for Pete's sake. I mean, come on.
Jerk off.
Stupid world we live in. Stupid world we live in.
Stupid. Hold on.
I'm going to just email you now, Coach JC. You hate Mandalorian, so now I'm just going to tease and bully you now until you like it, or you just get off your airwaves so we don't have to see your stupid face again.
Yeah, I don't want to see my stupid face. I don't even want to see my stupid face. I've been looking at my face on this camera over here on the side the whole time, and I'm thinking this beanie makes my head kind of look really long like this, and I think I'm going to be a Star Wars character now.
Timestamp us. Now we're frozen in time as these characters. 20, 30, 40 years when we might possibly be dead and gone. Well, our podcast will live forever.
Yes, you will see me forever. Tune into my podcast about my colonoscopy coming up in a week. I will share with everybody what they found.
Live-streamed colonoscopy.
In one of these boxes on the Zoom call, there'll be a camera that's up my sphincter, and you will notice, is that corn? So,
Look at those polyps. Shave those polyps.
Let's cut those off. All right. Well, anything else about the Mandalorian
I don't think it was that
we
bad.
have to
I
wrap
think you're
up in
maybe
the
being
next 2 minutes?
Little too harsh.
I'm not.
On it.
I'm just not into it like you.
I haven't even seen the entire series, to be honest with you. I haven't gone back. I've seen a lot of the last episode, but the early episodes and stuff. I think I was trying to watch the new season, accidentally watched season 1, episode 1. I still haven't even watched all those episodes yet.
Well, now that we've been suggested.
Oh, now you're dark.
Look at that. Ooh. All right. Well, it's me podcast. You listen, Mandalorian. This is probably as boring as the show it was.
Episode.
Yeah, it wasn't. Don't watch Mandalorian. Don't even get Disney Plus for that reason. So, all right,
get it from
MC,
a friend and watch
next
it anyways.
time we will talk about. Someone has suggested we talk about Sunny in Philadelphia, one of my favorite shows ever. I've watched them all, even the Christmas edition.
Favorite moments from there, yeah.
There's too many to choose. I don't have enough
I
time.
did. I wrote a whole text message to him about everything I could think of. So it is possible.
So Me Podcast You Listen Zoom edition, as well as this will be on Spotify. We're going to get this on all the channels here so we can get ourselves out there.
YouTube, if we're allowed on YouTube.
Follow me on gesturecomedy.com. Also, follow Me Podcast You Listen on YouTube and as well as on Instagram and Facebook.
Everywhere.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me. My name is Coach JC, the former coach of football, but now I'm coaching myself through a podcast. We were trying this out.
Artist formerly known as Coach JC.
I'll get a symbol, little crying headset.
A coach sad face, coach emoji.
All right, Me Podcast You Listen. We're out.
Hold still, perfectly still. Like a police squad.